Now coming to the comparison of BJT and JFET. So very, very important to understand the comparison, how BJT and JFET differ. So as we have seen in the very first class, FET will depend only on the majority carriers. The majority carriers are holes for P channel and electrons for N channel. So therefore, FETs are called as unipolar devices, and by BJT, it depends on both the majority and minority carriers. This difference we have seen in the starting of the unit. And FET has no junctions, so conduction is through the channel. Okay, FETல வந்து there is no specific biasing done. அங்க BJTல we'll be biasing the emitter based junction to be forward bias, the collector based junction to be reverse bias. இங்க அந்த மாதிரி we are not biasing FET based on junction. ஸோ அதனால என்ன ஆகுது, FET is very less noisy. See, BJTல electron hole ரெண்டுமே இருக்கு, and FETல only electron or hole. So definitely only one particle is involved. The noise is also going to be very, very minimum. And always FET, the input side of FET is reverse biased. So the input impedance is very, very high and the output impedance is very, very low. So which is a very good property for amplifier. So when you observe the characteristics of it, they find that input impedance is very, very high in the order of mega ohm, and the output impedance is very, very low in the order of ohms. So which is a very good characteristic for the FET to be used as a amplifier. So see here, that's why FET can act as a buffer amplifier, but BJT has the reverse characteristic. Because BJT க்கு ஒரு drawback இருக்கு, the input impedance is very low. But FET க்கு பாருங்க, the input impedance is very, very high. So it will ensure that the current drawn is very, very minimum. And FET is an voltage control device, I told you, and BJT is a current control device. FETல வந்து the voltage VDS and VGS is going to control the current, but in BJT, the input current will control the output current, base current will control the collector current. Okay, and FET is very easy to fabricate. ஏன்னா it is construction wise ரொம்ப simple. Okay, gate or full N type I'm going to diffuse two P type. So on the N type I'm going to have source and drain. In the P type I'm going to have my gate. So fabrication is very, very less, very, very easy for FET compared to BJT. And also FET will be very compact compared to BJT. BJT's circuit will occupy more space. FET will occupy very, very less amount of space. And the last thing, whenever you are going to use these devices in a radiation environment like a nuclear power plant and other places, performance of BJT is degraded because the neutron radiation will deteriorate the performance of BJT. But FET can tolerate very high amount of radiation because the minority carriers are not there. We are not considering the effect of minority carriers in FET. And BJ and relatively when the temperature is going to change, FET is almost unaffected, but BJT you have that effect. So when temperature is going to increase, the current is decreasing, so it have a negative temperature effect. But BJT as the temperature is going to increase, current will also increase, which leads to thermal breakdown. This point is a very, very important point which makes FET superior to BJT. So we have seen just now, right, as temperature is going to increase, the drain current will reduce. So which means it has a negative temperature coefficient. Negative na temperature increase ஆச்சுன்னா the other parameters reducing, அதனால negative சொல்லுவாங்க. But BJT as the temperature is going to increase, the current is also going to increase. So increase ஆயிட்டே ஒரு at one point the device will not be usable. It will lead to breakdown. Okay, and FETல வந்து இந்த minority storage effect அதெல்லாம் இல்லாததுனால it has a very high switching speed. FET is fast. You can turn on and turn off FET very fast compared to BJT, because in BJT we are involving all the minority carriers. See, ஒரே carrier use பண்றதுனால how many advantages FET is having, but all those are going to be drawback for your BJT. Finally, FET amplifiers have a very good bandwidth product compared to BJT, but only one point which is going for BJT is BJTs are very cheaper to produce than FET. So when you go for mass production, BJTs are going to be cheaper and not FET. Fabrication wise, FET easy, but production wise, if you go for mass production, BJTs are going to be cheaper. An application for FET, it is given here. FET is used almost everywhere. You can see and read the applications of it. I'm not going to read the points. It is used everywhere, almost in all the applications: AM, FM, TV, RF amplifier, oscillator amplifier, okay, and all the digital circuits. Everywhere you are going to use the JFET. So with this, we are winding up our discussion on JFET.